and Murphy once flew. Under the blazing marquee, we hand our shining quarter over, glide towards, then across our 8-point star, rose tile light of regeneration. In the dark theater, the salt coast for the work is left behind. Now, names hurled our ways set aside, our labor folded away now. House lights dim. Paul Robeson is Othello, Miss Ella strikes and swings, Duke and the Count dash juice the night royalty, the ink spots, Sarah Vaughan, Miss Mahalia orchestrate moans and moonbeams, Candy Johnson and his peppermint sticks fill every inch of the stage. Marion Anderson holds her hands quiet in position, Woody Strode, our black cowboy, wild rides the open field and range, our eyes drink in Beach Richards, Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne. We come to the lyric to see our many selves lifted up to lights, fastened to the edge of the wind, center stage.
Intermission at the lyric. Frida Jones tries on a new hat. No one is arrested. Bernard Lewis licks his ice cream cone on every melting side. No one is booked for loitering. The picture-taking man takes our pictures too. At the lyric we pose, bright futures we portray. At the lyric we fall in love with our lips. In row 17, Lucinda kisses Big Tank clear through the opening act. We cry at the lyric, whisper, quiet. Here comes the principal. Miss Lucy Carr-Smith permanently takes her seat. At the lyric, William Wells Brown pulls out his indelible pen and writes us down. Isaac Scott Hathaway shapes our regal faces in his amber clay.
We come to the lyric to rise, rejuvenate, see ourselves win, watch ourselves hit the home run, be champion of the world. We fall out of the lyric ride and alive, stroll back across the waves of the 8-point star, raise a return, back into the East End with every new thing we have become in sparkling rose-tile dark. Sweet lyric lyceum of dreams once we came to you, rising into who mama, not magazines, promised us we were. A well-lit history escorts us to your open door.
Hey everybody, Michael Jonathan here on the stage of the Lyric Theater, a very important place for us. This is where we broadcast the weekly Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour. Wood Songs has been here for a couple of years now. It's about 12 years old in syndication, 512 radio stations. Nationwide on public television, over 90 million homes get to see Wood Songs every single week as it happens right here. And here's why we're here. The Lyric Theater, the history is incredibly musical. The artists that have performed here are very passionate, very brilliant part of America's legacy, and that's what Wood Songs wants to be. We want to be part of America's legacy, and doing it from a theater like this is important because when they reopened the Lyric Theater, it became uniquely designed for an international, multi-format broadcast like the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour. The lighting grid is perfect. The sound system is digital. The stage is roomy. The green rooms are excellent. So when we have artists like Judy Collins or Nora Jones or Tommy Emmanuel or the Mavericks, we just had Jewel here, and this theater fills week after week after week, people coming to this part of the community to celebrate this music with us. It's because of the partnership with the Lyric Theater. The staff is excellent from the top down. They're our friends. They're not just people who are our partners. And this is a very unique thing that I think only Lexington, only Central Kentucky as a community could have something like a Wood Songs here. We also do the Troubadour concert series, which is different from Wood Songs. It's a concert series. It's been around for 20 years, and we bring spectacular artists to the Lyric Theater. The Lyric Theater is a beautiful place, and I want to thank the City of Lexington, the City Council, most importantly, the people who are involved with the Lyric Theater. They are involved because they love the arts. They want to make this part of Lexington a vibrant, exciting place for the music and the arts again, and Wood Songs feels like we're there to help and support that. We want you as an audience to support it too. So anything that the Lyric Theater does, become part of their newsletter so you can find out. There's a lot of great stuff happening, but most importantly, you're supporting a very important part of Lexington history.
Reprising her original piece written for the Lyric 5 years ago, author, poet, and now filmmaker Bianca Spriggs, accompanied by violinist Rachel Yanarella.
On the corner of Elm Tree and 3rd, I meet an old woman with a rainbow for a mouth. Her spine is a crooked letter, and birds have made nests of her hair. Ma'am, you're drizzling, I tell her, and watch hyphens of goldenrod, vermilion, periwinkle, and peridot make like candle wax all over the sidewalk, turning our shadows from pitch to prisms. She laments, I can't remember the words to my favorite song. I can't remember what made me smile so hard. Sequins come out. Her voice is a supple charade, still good after all these years. I want to help her. For what are we if we are not more than the sum of our parts? Dig in, lay the brick, pour the mortar, raise the beams, seal the roof, open her doors, fill the room with light. She opens her coat to show me a photo of what she looked like when she answered to another name, when folks didn't used to call her eyesore or such a shame. Mice poke their heads from her lining. Moths and termites have run her frock rancid, and her camisole shows. She looks like she could use some retiling. She pulls out a newspaper clipping, and I can't believe the woman in the photo is her. She's all gussied up, her rainbow tilted and lit up like a Christmas display in Vegas. Her bare shoulders are mid-shimmy, and folks turn their cue into a daisy chain just to get close to her. She doesn't seem to mind my gasp. She shrugs her shoulders and puts the clipping away. All hollow now, she tells me. I used to be fooled all the time. If only I could remember my real name. Dig in, lay the brick, pour the mortar, raise the beams, seal the roof, open her doors, fill the room with light. She coughs a little, and dust mingles with the colors of her mouth on the pavement. I press coins into the rivulets of her palms, and she offers to tell my fortune before I leave her, never once suspecting that no matter where I travel or how far apart in time we are, as long as I live here and she still stands there, our fortunes will be the same. She can still be a lyric, and I can still be her song. Dig in, lay the brick, pour the mortar, raise the beams, seal the roof, open her doors, fill the room with light. Dig in, lay the brick, open her doors, fill the room with light. Dig in, open her doors, fill the room with light, fill the room with light, fill the room with light. Fill the world with light.
Make that right up, baby. There's a whole lot of famous people that used to come through here. A lot of people didn't know about it. I remember when my mother was growing up, they used to come here and see them fancy shows. I can Tina Turner. Yeah, Tina Calloway, all of them come here. You know how much the tickets were back then?
I can't tell you.
When that was $1 to come here, did she count basic? I remember when they had an ice cream shop in here, that boy, Roach. I didn't say it was a Roach. I'm talking about the young fella that had the ice cream store in here and used to be the basketball coach down in Dunlop. The Roach, yes, Steve Roach. Yes, he's have all kinds of things down here.
Yes, I remember.
Remember we used to send the boys down here to come to see a movie for a nickel?
I gave him a quarter.
Jonah?
What do you think I got my change? I have to go see.
That's all right. I remember like it was yesterday. Yes, Lord. They shut it down back in 1963. Ain't that something? Because the people didn't know how to come out and lend these young folks support like they need.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
I hope they come out and support us. This is nice. You people need donations. I didn't say nothing about no chicken, but it was on the chicken circuit. The chicken circuit, you old bugger. That's back when they used to go all up and down through here and have all them bands playing every which way. You could go anywhere to see a lovely show. Well, I thank you, Yes, Lord, I sure am glad they be open this year. You know they bought it back in 2005. Yeah, they bought it in 2005, reopened. One again. This year, the next 5 years anniversary. Yes, Lord.
Good evening. I am Susan Hill, an architect with Tate Hill Jacobs Architects and a 1st District resident. I stand with the Lyric Theater in acknowledging and thanking the 2nd District group of retirees and the Lyric Theater Task Force. This journey of passion, resilience, and fortitude displayed in the humble group of the 2nd District retirees is simply amazing. The diligent and gallant effort that spanned over 20 years and 4 mayoral administrations. Community leaders who experienced the Lyric firsthand as children and young adults pledged years of their lives to advocate on behalf of the Lyric Theater's cultural and economic significance. I had the pleasure of working alongside the Lyric Task Force as we dreamt of the day that the seat you are sitting in at this moment would be filled. I have been blessed to be a part of this journey, to witness the magic that happens when people come together to bring forth an idea that will not die. My role as architect began in the summer of 2006 as the task force set up community meetings to listen and gather program ideas. Always the task force asked that the goals be kept high and that we stay on task. Robert Jefferson and Julian Jackson had been active in the 2nd District retirees' efforts. S.T. Roach always wanted to know if we were on schedule. Were we keeping the design guide goals high? Juanita Betts Peterson provided skilled leadership as the task force chairperson and celebrated with a jambalaya supper when the council approved the funding to continue forward. Every member of the task force dedicated hours and hours of time, energy, and ideas from 2005 through 2009 to ensuring the project moving forward. And finally, in the summer of 2009, we watched as this history began to fill construction workers with understanding their participation in reopening a very special place, working to make certain that all the materials and details were coordinated and installed beautifully. From the original stainless steel marquee box, removed, restored, reinstalled, to the original terrazzo entry floor pattern, restored for future generations, to the community-inspired art wall crafted by local tile workers. And now we gather to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the reopening of this special corner of our community, to celebrate the magic of its history, both past and future. So many people over so long a time, providing vision, determination, energy, and resolve that this place would continue. The stories from its former history are rich of the special role this facility played in the East End neighborhood and beyond, bringing neighbors together, welcoming broader community to share the movies, the music, the songs. When similar facilities on Main Street were closed to some citizens of Lexington, the Lyric opened its arms to any and all who crossed its threshold. The Lyric represents the best of community, of people celebrating life together. My deep thanks to those of you who kept this dream alive and stayed the course. Our community is richer because of you.
Good evening. I'm Anthony Beatty, Sr.
Hello, I'm Dr. Eunice Beatty, and we are founders of the Anthony and Eunice Beatty Family Foundation at Bluegrass Community Foundation here in Lexington. Our foundation focuses on children and youth, helping them to overcome obstacles and embrace opportunities.
Eunice and I are native Lexingtonians. We grew up a few blocks from the Lyric